Bond is back, and Goldeneye is finally here. We'll check it out right now.
Arm the weapon.
Hey, welcome back to the Game Closet, everybody. I am your cordial host, Dr. Scott, and Goldeneye is finally here on Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, and we're going to be looking at the Xbox One version. Now, I know that there's going to be similarities out there. I'm not going to do a side-by-side comparison. Others, they can go ahead and do that. I'm not going to. I've heard that the only difference really is there's some menu options for, changing your aspect ratio. They look very, very similar. If you're going to be running the Switch on a 4K TV, of course, you might notice a little difference because, of course, the Switch only outputs to 1080p. But anyway, I'm going to check out the campaign and then a little bit of the multiplayer here, in which Mrs. Dr. Scott played along with me, and I was Bond, and she was Xenia. So we can see a little bit of that. But as you can see here, it looks great. It's cleaned up nicely. They've done a really, really good job of being faithful to the source material of the original game because, basically it's just a cleanup. It's not really a remake per se. We're about to jump off the dam here. Here we go. Oh, I'm so afraid of heights. Look down there. And then he jumps. I hope he was wearing some rubber pants or something, because I would be soiling myself right about now, jumping off of that. Whew! That's a hell of a spy.
Beg your pardon. Forgot to knock.
But you can see it runs very, very smoothly. Of course, the textures are going to be Nintendo 64 textures. It's not going to be cleaned up in any way or a remake, if you will. It's just, let's bring this up to current day specs.
You can't win.
Oromov, he doesn't realize that Bond always wins. So anyway, yeah, the physics here, I always loved playing the original game. Just kick these guys' butts, just get rid of them. Look at that, just tons of them. Now, I got to tell you, using the second thumbstick was a real help in this game. So if you don't have Game Pass, or if you don't have the Rare Replay Digital Edition, then of course you're not going to be able to play this on the Xbox. But that additional analog stick really helped out. So I was just walking around mowing people down. I didn't like playing back in the day on the original Nintendo 64, and I tried playing it here recently, and it took me a little while to get used to that controller and that particular controller scheme just for playing this game. I was having a real hard time moving around, but I finally figured it out, and I'll tell you what, give me this hands down.
One rises to meet a challenge.
So it plays very smoothly on the Xbox Series X. That's what I'm playing on here. I have no complaints. The frame rate is fantastic. You really don't see any drops. However, there is some weird slowdown here and there. I don't know what it is.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
The very words I live by.
Now, maybe it is a slight frame rate drop, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I'm walking through mud for a half a second. I don't know. I don't have the software to measure that, so I'll leave that to somebody else. Yeah, I got to shoot her while she's down. There we go.
Thank you, Mr.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Now, back in the day, I really didn't play it with any friends or anything because I was at college and I really didn't know anybody that well to invite them over to the dorm. And the girl I was seeing at the time, she wasn't into video games, so I never played multiplayer, ever.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Bond.
If you have the Nintendo Switch version, or even if you have the Xbox version, I'd love to know what you think in the comments. Have you played it yet? Are you having a good time checking it out? I'm probably only going to be playing the campaign, simply because, the multiplayer just doesn't do anything for me.
Pleasure, I'm sure, was all mine.
So now that the wait is over, are you going to be playing GoldenEye? Are you going to be checking this out? Are you going to play it on the Nintendo Switch? And are you going to be playing with friends? Or are you going to just play the campaign like me?
No.
Either way, the wait is over and we can stop people complaining, oh, where's GoldenEye? Where's GoldenEye? Well, it's right here. So there you go.
No more foreplay.
Now, personally, I would have rather seen a full remake with just the same voices, using the same actors, of course, Pierce Brosnan using his likeness, and they would have to pay him again. I know. They probably had to pay him for this anyway, so why the hell not, right?
Don't ever do that again.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, they did a remake with Daniel Craig. They did Reloaded. Yeah. I mean, they added some stuff, and it's a good game, don't get me wrong. It's just not quite the same. And I think maybe that's what they're going for here. People were looking for the absolute nostalgia on HD TVs.
By the way, I'm fine, thank you very much.
Also, I think that the online multiplayer will be a timed thing for the Xbox. That is not a rumor, that's just my opinion.
Go ahead. Shoot him. He means nothing to me.
So if you want some N64 nostalgia on your HD TVs, well, here it is. It's great, so I say go for it. We'll see you soon. You're still watching? It's over. Subscribe and watch our other videos like that one or that one. Subscribe. Go on. Go on.